USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Caught near the sticks. It's Straka. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith takes the handoff. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Trojans are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Williams. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Washington wants to go quickly. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these go routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
To the air, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Going for 6. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. There
he goes! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Straka. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He'll get rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Washington right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looking for block. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Mack. Makes the catch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Washington wants to go quickly. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Washington right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That's caught. It's Williams. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. To throw, it's Mack.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville. They're trailing by 14 to Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He tries to take the top off. Snags it on the right. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give is to Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Fires left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And they spike it to stop the clock. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it's right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Going up top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense, and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Give to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Sets up the screen. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. I don't know if it was luck or... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this big tight end.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll try the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Washington wants to go quickly. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it to him on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to it. Hard running there. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Mack. Here's a heat. Extending the play. Touchdown, Huskies. They take the lead with the 6. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap from the gun on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Going deep. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fires to the tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Off play action on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the corner. Gives it on the option. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two team's about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job running back.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington right back to the line. To the air, it's Mack. Makes the grab. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make...
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third down, going up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. The Trojans get the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got it in the middle. It's Strachan. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming.
He's got 2 flags.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Here we go, set.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mack. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Got a man. It's Harris. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point is good. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and they no doubt about it, this one's over.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.